Welcome. In front of me I have the TCL 501, and today I'll go over unboxing. I'll get a quick look at the device itself. Okay, so getting into it, have a pretty budget packaging right here. No seal, so let's cut our way in. There we go. Oh, that's weird. It's been a long time since I had a phone that has a removable battery and comes in this kind of state. Anyway, here we have some sticker. Below that we have our battery. Paperwork. The actual back case for the device itself, which comes off for some reason. And then we get a Type A to Type C charging cable. And obviously the brick. Now, in terms of the charger that comes provided, it doesn't seem like it's a very good one. Let's see, it is... Oh boy, it's only 5 watts. So this is as dog water as you could possibly have gotten. This is what you would have when you owned the device 15 years ago. This is what I would consider an actual e-waste. Now, I want to be also fair. It is nice that they included a charger in the box, as someone who's might be buying such a cheap device might not already have a charger, right? This might be your first phone. Whatever the case may be, you actually might need a charger. So that is actually really nice that it comes with the device. It just sucks that it's such a low wattage that it basically you can honestly plug in this device to your computer USB, the crappiest one you can find, and it will charge just as quick as with this dedicated power brick. So your computer can deliver through a crappy cable more power to a USB that is designed to primarily just kind of read data of, for instance, things like flash drives. If you ever try to charge your phone through a computer, as an example, like a USB port, you know that it's slow. This is basically the speeds that you'll get. So in terms of charging, like I said, nothing really great right here. Now taking that off, pop that somewhere, was in my way. Gonna pop in the battery. Okay, let's put it up. I can already see it has pretty chunky bezels, top and bottom, but we will be able to see them fully in just a moment. Now, when it comes onto the display, this is a 6-inch display with a resolution of 540 by 1092 pixels. It is... wow, that is bad. Now, it is an LCD IPS display, also no high refresh rate on it whatsoever. Obviously, you can kind of see that this device is designed to be as budget as possible. Now, in terms of screen to body ratio, we are looking at 78.7% screen to body ratio with a 203 pixels per inch. I want to give any kind of pixels per inch possible, as it is already pitifully low. So like I said, the display right here, nothing special. It's honestly exactly opposite of that. It's actually special in how bad it is. Now, if we move over to the internals, we do have a 3000 mAh battery. So again, relatively small considering this is a 6-inch device, and probably might be even bigger if you consider the actual bezels right here. So 3000 milliamps is relatively low. The device actually is capable of charging at 10 watts, so double the speed of the charger that comes provided with the device. And additionally, it is being powered by a Helio G36 processor, comes with 2 GB of RAM and 32 GB of storage. Again, this is pitifully low specs all around, and the worst one of them all will be the 32 GB of storage. Now, this is running Android 14, a Go edition though, so this is the more cut down version. It will take less space, obviously, on the device that already has very limited amounts of space, being at only 32 gigabytes. And I'm pointing that out as specifically because when you start installing applications, even if you put in an SD card, decent amount of applications will require you to install them on the phone storage, which you only have 32 gigabytes to begin with, plus the actual OS that is already on it. So that leaves you probably with like what, 15 gigs? Maybe not, maybe 20 to 25 gigs of free storage. So once you load it up with photos, with applications, you're basically going to be always struggling with storage and needing to just constantly remove things to just make space for it. And I'm speaking from experience, as I did get my grandma a tablet that also had 32 gigabytes of storage. And there was just like maybe 10 applications installed, and it constantly screamed for free up space. So I don't recommend going at any point for a device that has this small storage capacity as a default, storage of the device. It is, in my opinion, just too low to justify the hassle that you will have. Now, anything that I missed about this? All right, cameras. There are actually cameras on this device. So if we flip it over, we have what looks to be a single camera setup, and by the looks of it, it's nothing great. So this is a 5 megapixel f2.2 lens that can record videos at 1080p 30 frames. Then at the front, we have a 2 megapixel f2.8 that can record at 720p 30 frames. So everything about this device is budget. Now I do want to look at the price of it, as I have actually no idea how much it costs. And if it's like $60, then fine, but anything above $60, I wouldn't consider this to be a decent purchase. Let's see if I can find info. Amazon UK. So, okay. So this actually explains the price. So this device costs about 55 euros. So it is actually, I would say, decently priced for what it aims to be, which is the cheapest phone possible. This is, at this point, I have opened up and dealt with hundreds of devices, probably thousands. This is, at this point, the cheapest one I have ever seen, specifically as a brand new device. And obviously it's running Android 14, so that's surprising considering the price. If you're looking for a burner phone, a phone that you can just take camping and lose, break, whatever, not care, this is obviously the phone. It costs only like 55 euros. It's a great phone for what it claims to be, which is a phone that you can damage and not care, which is obviously not a case for most other devices where you pay nowadays over $1,000 for phones. Those phones you want to cradle like a baby. This one you can toss on the floor and probably not care. So anyway, with that being said, hopefully you found this video helpful, and if you did, don't forget to smash like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.